right now.
We welcome you live here in Starkville, Mississippi, alongside Richard Hendricks, John Schriffen. Alabama is now on the board. We are just moments into the ball game here, with Alabama, that three-pointer, leading it 3-2. It's fourth-ranked Crimson Tide taking on the 14th-ranked Bulldogs here at Mississippi State, and this is an elite atmosphere tonight.
Absolutely, and a huge opportunity for
Stevenson, three, too strong. Mississippi State is there on the boards.
Last possession, good news for Mississippi State as Josh Hubbard, who's been struggling shooting.
Watch out now! Two quick three.
And you'll look to see how he'll respond tonight after the second half in the last game.
We'll have much more on that story as this game goes on, and how Nate Oates and Mark Sears have moved on, as Nelson with the power slam.
Beautiful.
R.J. Melendez, the senior from Puerto Rico, comes to a stop on 2 feet. It's tangled up with Youngblood. And an offensive rebound and put back for Cam Matthews.
Down style.
Riley Kugel, the X factor for this squad, as Melendez, he'll be fouled as he crashes into the camera's baseline. Inside for Alabama. As Melendez
already starting to push the pace early on in this one.
Well, he told us he definitely has a better offensive team than they have.
Pace and getting up and down with the pace allows the guards to have a little bit more opportunity to create.
Phylon in trouble, finding the big man inside. It is Sherrill. Blocked for the first attempt. Sherrill gets the second.
You're going to have moments that are rocky, but in this team, you have to understand that you have so many players that you can lean on, and you need everyone going in the same direction.
Phylon with the three ball. Mississippi State's lead is cut down to 1.
You see the fresh movement and shoot from the outside. He just knows it's only a matter of time that they can get it going.
This guy is a key, Riley Kugel, the junior from Orlando, Florida. Pick and roll. Murphy, nice pass inside as Sean Jones Jr. finishes it off.
Really good job by Keyshawn Murphy, catching that ball on the short roll and making a move on the move and dropping off the dime.
How about a little 2-3 zone here from Mississippi State, deciding to switch things up. Backside, Matthews deflected it. But a tip-in is good for Sherrill.
Aiden Sherrill's been active. 2 offensive rebound putbacks. Big for a guy coming off the bench to be a contributor.
Sean Murphy trying to find some help. Kugel, jump stop, and hits that for Cordell Harris Jr. And he is making the most of his final opportunity here at Mississippi State. Murphy goes to the other side of the rim for the bucket.
That's the experience of Keyshawn Murphy. He knows he has a younger player on him, but he has the foot speed and the advantage. Turned and faced, took him baseline, and used the rim to protect himself.
Corner three ball, gets it to go, plus the foul is Aiden Holloway. This could be a 4-point play for Alabama. He has been a huge spark off the bench for Alabama. What a punch Holloway provides.
Well, high-quality teams, it's no such thing as starters. You have to come into the game locked and loaded and ready. And Aiden Holloway, a former McDonald's All-American and the Auburn transfer, has responded very well in his role coming off the bench.
Nwoke with the sky hook.
That hook was created with deep positioning by Nwoke, getting Grant Nelson deep up under the goal and going over the left shoulder.
Phylon trying to turn the corner, gets the Euro to create space. That was filthy.
It was a high-level move off really well offensively in this game. The flow of the game started off as if Alabama was well behind. As you look up and it's only a 1-point game, they've been able to weather the offensive storm.
BB, look at the speedy. Josh Hubbard. He's got 8 now.
Well, he's an elite level scorer. When he can get it going, he can do it in bunches.
And after you hit those first 2 threes, you got to respect that jumper outside. Turning the corner, And a nice move, Clifford Amori, the
smaller guard.
Darion Reed, his first game since he's missed the last 4 with a lower leg injury. Holloway caught in the air, gives it up. Youngblood pulls it, got it. He had an ankle surgery in the off. Here's Hubbard. He's got Grant Nelson on. Let's see what he wants to do with this matchup.
Switching defenses up at Alabama.
And Matthews will get the whistle and get to the free throw line. It was a good sign to see R.J. Melendez return from the locker room. All right, if you're just joining us, let's take a look. Just under 10 minutes to play in this first half. Nelson from the corner, his 3 too strong. With the backside rebound goes to Youngblood. Reed, lane opening up, challenge, and he still finishes. Philon calling for the screen. He's got the switch now. Could have been another walk that Youngblood got away with, and it's Mississippi State trying to push now. This is Melendez going one-on-one. The nice little scoop shot to get by the D.
Beautiful move. Going end-to-end, shifting, and laying it up with the right hand before the shot blocker was able to get there.
Sears in close, and a nice assist as he finds Nelson for 2 more.
Mark Sears is doing a tremendous job of facilitating as the defense is trying to slow him down for his point production. Grant Nelson with a great finish.
Matthews. Hubbard sneaking free, nice pump fake, D flies by, 3-ball, nothing but nylon.
That was a great job right there by Josh Hubbard. He's missed his last few 3-pointers because he was rushed. He uses the pump fake and frees himself up.
Mark Sears has got that vision. And Diabate, another offensive rebound. 3rd chance this possession for the Crimson Tide. Stevenson, kick out, Youngblood, count it. What a possession. Not waiting for the screen.
If you're a guard, you have to do a good job of setting up the pick and roll by faking to the open side. When you're able to do that, it allows the big to shape up the screen and get set.
And foul.
He's going to have to take a seat on the bench.
Well, ball don't lie.
It doesn't, and there it is. 2 missed free throws by Chris Youngblood after the missed call.
Hubbard getting by his man, but it is swatted as Diabate making up ground at 6'7".
And that's a guy who has outstanding defensive versatility. Depending on the matchup, he can guard 1-on-5. Here he is with the matchup against the guard, Josh Hubbard. Recovers with that outstanding length. You have to continue to play the style of game that you play. There's things that you need to work on, obviously, to help the team, but his point production is big for Alabama.
Sears open, and he rattles in a deep one. There's his first bucket tonight.
He is.
Shot clock's at 5. Melendez picked up the dribble. Harris Jr. moving to his left, comes to a stop, pull up. How about that 3-ball?
And that's a poised move by Claudell Harris Jr. He has shot-making ability, understood where he was on the court with the shot clock going down, used that pump fake, and freed himself up.
Holloway open, missing. Sears gets the putback.
Alabama once again missed a wide-open shot, but
reaching and a steal for Diabate. Sears looking to run, 1-on-2, had it blocked, gets it back, and he'll be fouled. And he misses. Pick and roll action with Murphy. Going 1-on-2, and he splits the D for the deuce. Coming out.
Alabama's had some clean looks in the last couple of possessions, just not able to capitalize.
Mississippi State looking to go back to Murphy, and a reach-in foul is called. Come on.
No, I don't know if that's my style. Match your game.
Richard Hendricks, it is a new day. Flashing middle. And Stevenson couldn't finish. Pick and roll. And Murphy brings Mississippi State with
A player comes over to help as a weak side defender.
Keyshawn Murphy has scored the last 5 for Mississippi State. There goes Hubbard, baseline, and we are all tied at 37.
Mississippi State has answered the bell since the exit of Josh Hubbard. It was a moment where you have to make something happen because of the make or break point in the ball game. The response has been made by the Bulldogs.
Hubbard a little too active, and he's called for the reach-in. 1-1 for Diabate.
Some quality possessions for both teams moving into the half.
1 of 2, Nelson trying to bat it around.
Situations for Murphy on switch opportunities, and they've been able to take advantage of that.
Hubbard keeping his dribble alive. Warren inside, and the two-handed slam for Jones Jr.
Excellent job. The creativity and getting into the paint. Jones, great vertical jump on the finish.
Alabama in a drought right now. Youngblood ends that. That's the first field goal for the Crimson. Murphy trying to go one-on-one. Gets to his hook shot. And that was good D by Nelson.
Alabama should hold it here for the last shot in the end of the half.
Nate Oates says, let's talk this over. Timeout, Alabama.
He's continued to grow in his career. Now he's back playing for his hometown team. And that type of attitude and pride is starting to show.
Pick and roll with Nelson rolling to the rim and one.
Now that is tough right there. And it's Mark Sears recognizing that on the pocket pass. Sears, and he's able to make the proper decision. Nelson with the easy and one opportunity. To not let Mississippi State get downhill.
Here goes Hubbard. Let's see what he can do. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, pushes off, rising up. And short on the rim as it's Alabama with a 5-point lead at the half. We talked about Mark Sears, did not score in his last game. Thank you, Starkville. I need to come back.
Southern hospitality.
Oh, you know it. We start this second half. It is Alabama with the ball. Nelson inside. He had a strong first half, and he gets the scoring started in the second. He now has 11.
And you see the adjustment that was made. The low man was there for the roller on Nelson, but that was just a great individual effort by Nelson to read the situation and find his way to the basket.
Claudell Harris Jr. looks over at the ref, thought he got popped in the face, but he hits the 3.
Big shot making ability by Harris Jr.
And a deflection, the steal. Cam Matthews. Oh, he doesn't get the roll in, but he does get the foul.
This right here was tremendous effort by Chris Youngblood. Recognizing the turnover made, Cam Matthews getting out in the break.
With him. He said, let's figure out other ways to get you involved. And he said a lot of the
free throw, the pace down up under to go up under and think about it. It might have allowed him to reset, but he can do so. And that's what they have in this league. In the physicality of allowing that to go a long way. When games get tighter and play moves further in the season, you're going to have to play through contact.
There's the whistle as Amori will get it. Ranked Kentucky taking on 13th ranked Oklahoma, and they finish it off with
out of bounds to allow your team to recover it and get out on the break and turn it into some transition offense.
Here goes Hubbard. Gets by the D and
there by Josh Hubbard. That little hesitation that he had when you think he's going to rise up for the three-pointer allows him to turn the corner and get all the way to the rim.
Step back 3, Hayden Holloway. Don't do him like that.
That is ice cold. Wow. The snatch back to the tray ball, phenomenal.
Hubbard with his runner, and he will be bumped and go to the line roll, and then still flourish because he's essentially playing.
Has done a tremendous job all season long of accepting that when he comes into the game.
Scramble and a steal for Kugel. One-on-one is bumped, and good hustle by Amori to get it back for Alabama.
Kugel just have to turn on the jets, go all the way to the basket. Don't look back for the defender.
Sears leaned in, gets the three as he looks to the ref.
A lot of contact on that one. Able to knock it down.
Melendez from the corner. Can't answer with a three. Backside board. Murphy, and he'll be fouled.
Physicality of Keyshawn Murphy. Understand, there's a lot to play in the season. You're playing for a lot with this.
How much credit should Nate Oates get? Because how many coaches in the country would have the guts to sit their best player for an entire half to prove a point and send a message?
And a tremendous amount of respect for that. I mean, in a day of now where you have a lot of player movement, as Aiden Holloway lines up another one from downtown.
For Alabama, the shot clock winding down at 4. Reed had his shot blocked. Good D by the Bulldogs. Inside, Murphy rocks the rim.
His screen roll.
Nelson had it stripped by Matthews. Shot clock's at 3. Sears, does he recognize? Gets it up in time and beats the buzzer.
It's a big shot by Mark Sears. The poise. Trapped in the corner with not a lot of room, but able to rely on the mid-range J.
How far out they pushed Hubbard there.
Physical at the point of attack on that ball screen.
But it doesn't matter as Hubbard rises up for the 3.
And he elevates so quickly. When he gets his feet set, the vertical's got to be at least 35 inches.
And Sears found a way to sliver through the group tonight. His 4th 3.
Again, going into screen roll action, utilizing Keyshawn Murphy.
Matthews going to 1-on-2. Kick out. Murphy decides to put it on the deck. And how about the Euro from the big man?
That was nasty. Wow. Catches it on the three-point line, allows the closeout, puts it on the deck, and nimble.
Backside, watch out. Had it poked away. That was Murphy. Mississippi State, they got numbers. Hubbard, catch and shoot. Battles!
Josh Hubbard once again with the response.
And here's the steal by Kugel. 2-on-2. Murphy, watch out! And 10 on the shot clock. Youngblood, he gets the ISO. Using that size. Sears, 3 seconds, pick and roll, pocket pass. Amori rising up, and an offensive rebound. Good work underneath for Muhammad. Diabate doing the dirty work underneath, gets to the free throw line as he makes the. Feels like to be an elite team, you got to have a guy like Diabate.
He just a starter and get plays drawn up for him to be effective. But you have to have some players who embrace the situation of making the team better. Diabate does that for Alabama.
And he's chasing down Hubbard, who rises up and makes the 3 in his face.
Well, there's some star power right there.
Snatch it out of the air. Oh, they're going to. Ooh, Hubbard crossover in the lane. Runner plus the foul. Josh Hubbard is heating up.
Mississippi State basket to see one go through the rim at a higher clip and efficiency.
Touch pass, Sears from the wing. That's good offense. It was Youngblood with the assist.
And you see the
Hubbard keeps that pivot down. Here's Hubbard using the screen. Shot clock at 5. D in his face, and it doesn't matter. Josh Hubbard.
You know, as expected in the second half, Chris Jans and Mississippi State have tightened up the defense. They have made the adjustments. They've done a really good job of pressuring Alabama and being in the gaps
Pull up, Jay rattled in for Harris Jr. And it's Mississippi State up 3.
And when it plays good defense, it's all connected. It translates over to quality offense in the half-court set.
Pick and roll. Nelson will find Youngblood. And we are all tied at...
This is the chess match between these two coaches. A defensive-minded coach in Jans, an offensive-minded coach in Oates, and you're seeing it at a high level right now.
Hey now! Said he wanted to stop the transition points. In this second half, they've made Alabama work in the half-court set. But Sears making it look easy as Amori goes and get it.
That's good recognition. And Alabama does a good job of finding action in those two-man games, but Sears gets a piece of the paint, and you got the rim finishing big and Amori up top.
He's getting all the attention, so Murphy slips to the bucket for 2 more as the Bulldogs retake the lead.
Keyshawn Murphy, the Birmingham native, has done a really good job of recognizing and making good plays in the mid-post.
Sears to his offhand. Youngblood, a deep one. He is feeling it tonight.
And he's hitting them all in the money time when you need them most. It's the big shots that Chris Youngblood has stepped up to calm things down for Alabama when State is on a surge.
He says, let's get the clear out. Give it to our guy who's going to make it happen, Josh Hubbard.
Plays in the money time. It's going to come down to the clutch when the defense gets tight. The adjustments have been made, and who can make tough shots in tough moments.
Nelson had it tipped, almost went in off Mississippi State, and cleaning it up is Diabate.
Diabate, one.
You know it's going up. And another offensive rebound. 3rd chance. Here's Jones Jr. 4th opportunity now. Nwoko, and he is fouled.
A lot of ball.
It's one way. 1 of 2. We stay tied at 77. Mississippi State 9 of 15 on the night from the line. Alabama 8 for 13. Youngblood just stays hot.
And he was locked and loaded. On the wing, knees bent, ready. Ball is delivered on time, on target in the shooting pocket. Youngblood does the rest.
He's got 21, first 20-point game of the season for him. Hubbard with the left, plus the foul. A new career high for Josh Hubbard. He just can't be stopped.
Might have to consider trapping and hard hedging to get it out of his hand and allow someone else to beat you.
Nelson, they're giving it to him. He says, thank you very much. Alabama up 3.
I understand that's a scout report situation and they're allowing Grant Nelson, but at this point in the game, you can't allow any player to just tee one up. Cam Matthews has to do a much better job of at least giving him a late contest. Grant Nelson makes him pay.
Hubbard curling off the screen. He's got the switch guarded by Amori, rising up over Nelson. How good is Josh Hubbard?
And that's beautiful basketball. Recognizing that he needed to stop and pop with the soft touch. Phenomenal work.
He's got 38. Cross-court pass and Sears through. That's the question for Alabama, because you know he's going to get it up here. 1-point lead for the Crimson Tide. There goes Kugel. Almost lost his footing. 12 seconds on the shot clock as Alabama wanted to travel.
And I think Riley Cooper got away.
Hubbard, the inbounder. That's a dangerous man. You got to keep an eye on him. Turns the corner. His runner in the lane, off the mark, and Murphy skying for the board, and it's taken away by Amori.
50-50 balls down the stretch of the game. So important. Alabama with the advantage on that last possession.
Sears directing traffic now. He's telling Youngblood and Diabate to switch sides. Shot clock's at 5. Pulled up. Jumper mid-range, and Sears stares at the crowd. Alabama's up 3, under a minute to play.
There's the response, but Hubbard is barreling right back down on you.
Murphy pick and roll. His runner goes. The assist goes to Hubbard.
Keyshawn Murphy and Josh Hubbard
press. Alabama spreading the floor here, running clock, under 40 seconds to play.
I look for Sears to try to create something getting downhill.
Here comes Nelson, sets that screen, shot clock's at 5, pick and roll, and Nelson, he'll be fouled. That's coming up for Nelson. And he misses both, but the offensive board to Diabate, and he is fouled. How many times has Diabate bailed out? And it rims out. Here we go. 1-point lead for Alabama. Two players tangled behind the play. Murphy misses at the rim. And Youngblood will be fouled, as it looked like. And he makes the first. And we play on as Youngblood makes them both a 3-point lead.
Now, if you're Alabama, do you foul and not allow Mississippi State to tie this game up?
And it's off Mississippi State. Bama ball. He is hot right now, not happy. Alabama looking to inbound, and a foul called. That's going to go on Matthews. And he uses every part of the rim. 1 of 2, 4-point lead, 3 seconds to play. Harris Jr., a 3 straight on, and that's ball game. Alabama survives in Starkville, Mississippi with an 88-84 win.
This game lived up to its billing, a top 15 matchup. Mississippi State and Chris Jans has a really good basketball team that's improving.